Hi, thank you for coming to my channel. This is Amber, and my channel is, of course, Ask Amber. I have been away for a while, I was under the weather, and I just want to just do a reading and see, what's going on, especially in my life. I don't know. I hope these cards are reading true for you guys because they're definitely reading accurate for myself and others that I've gotten feedback from. Um, so I've already shuffled, and the cards are, of course, already cleansed. The first card, let me push this back. Okay, the first card that I'm pulling is the Six of Coins. So this week is, this week is, a money week, or, because in my mind, I'm like, what is going on? So money, and I want to know, is this money coming in or money going out? So I'm going to look at the next card, which is the Shaman, right? The Shaman. So it just tells me that, money is needed. Money is needed for something. The third card, the Mama Gourd. So you need the money for a big issue. Since it's a Six of Coins and a Mama Gourd, it's a big issue. So you could need it for vacation, you could need it for things around the house, you could need it for things to get your car done. The Eight of Staffs. Alright, so you need it for a lot of things, they're saying. So, the Eight of Staffs and the Two of Staffs comes up with the Mama Coin. So it's just telling me that we're going to be able to find a way to get these things done that we need. And the Mama and the Papa coin are both here. Let me put the phone, sorry, not the phone. Yes, the Mama and the Papa coin cards are both here. And here, this might be better. So, my next question is, as far as someone doesn't have peace in their life, it's like, let me see what's going on as far as not having peace. Temperance. So here's the Temperance card. They want us to have patience. They want us to control our anger. They want us to control, the fact of not letting people get us out of character, because things come up and people don't know how to behave. The Eight of Coins, yeah. People, the more comes, and he brings things to the dark, from the darkness to the light. And people don't know how to behave. We need to have patience. Here's the Six of Gourds. That just talks about pressure from everywhere. Pressure, work, home, love life. We just need to have patience. And the Three of Staffs. But it's like, why don't you know which direction you're going in? Why don't you know where you're headed? So that's why we have to get our divination done monthly, so that we're not lost and we're not just floating in time and space. So we're not just floating. And here's the Nine of Staffs cards, and it just says you have so much, you're juggling so much. Here's the Rider card. So even though you're juggling so much with the Nine of Staffs card, here's the Nine of Staffs. Even though you're juggling so much, it's like you got this. Like, you are a writer, you know how to handle business, you know how to take care of things. Why aren't you focusing on your new idea? So here's the emerging one. New ideas. The emerging one brings new thoughts into the light. It brings new ideas, new business plans, new money. It brings blessings from the darkness into the light. So, it just asks me, here's the Six of Blades. Why aren't you cutting away at your aspirations? And here we have the death card. And when the death card comes here with this combination of, wait, this is the next card. This combination of cards, the emerging one, the Six of Blades, and it comes like this. Because what's coming forth and what you need to work on this, you can't no longer have and use what you used to use before, because that doesn't work. And I know this rings particularly true for myself and in my life, because I know that the things that I used to do or how I used to do things, I can no longer do them, especially when new ideas and new waves are being cut for me. You know, that's why we thank um, Ogun for paving the way for us with the new idea. As far as the death card, we have to get rid of our old ideas and our old ways, because they don't work for where we're headed. And you know, I was told that so many times, but my goodness, you just don't believe it. Our next card is the Ten of Staffs, right? There's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work left to be done, you know, to get to where we're going. See, this is the Eight of Gourds, you see? And the Eight of Gourds holds a lot of things, whether it's liquid or it's tangible items. You know, the card is liquid, but spiritually it could be anything. So you have a lot of things waiting for you. A lot of business ideas. You see them? A lot of ideas waiting. Here's the young staff. But playtime is over. You know, playtime is definitely over. And I know even for myself, you see, because you need the money, the Nine of Coins. The money will come, but we have to follow instructions. And this is what's so great. You see, the next card, the Star. I'm going to put this one on the bottom because I didn't use it. I completely forgot all about it. The Star. You see? The Nine of Coins. We're still talking about business here. And, you know, whether you're baking, whether you're a singer, you're a writer, you are a public speaker, whatever it is that you're doing or you aspire to do, whether you're, like my dear friend, writing and publishing books, like, you will be well. The money is going to come, and here's the Star card. Like, you will do fine. You will definitely do well. It's about, you know, getting up to put in that work. Here's the Four of Staffs again. Like, you know, we just have to put in the work. And not only are there staffs here, but there's gourds in this card as well. So it's like we have to put in that work. And I just wanted to touch on our ourselves, like our personal development. And here's the Mama Blade card of all of the blades, the Mama Blade card. And when this card comes up, it just shows me like a lot of personal growth, a lot of personal development going on, a lot of self-reflection going on, and introspection. You know, we the Seven of Coins. I know money may be on our minds. Money is definitely on our minds. Yeah, this card is a pretty cool card, but you know, money is on our minds, and inside of the mind card here, there's like gems and everything. They're around, so you know, it just says money is on our minds, and I don't know about y'all, but that is so true for me. And here's the Five of Staffs. But in order to get that money, again, we have work that has to be put in. We definitely have to do better, and myself included. The next two cards are the Four of Gourds and the Ace of Staffs. The Ace of Staffs card. And you see the gourds? The other one is up here. And it almost looks like a flower. Like, things will be well. I know they don't look like, and this is the Ace of Staffs. I know things don't look like they're going well, or they're gonna be well, but they are. Things are well. You know, we have to believe in it. Some of you guys messaged me that you guys are contemplating a change, and let's see what these next three cards have to talk about for a change. So I have the Ace of Blades, right? Ace of Blades is a big change, you know, cutting through something big. The Ace of Blades. And here's the Four of Blades. So we have Four of Blades, Ace of Blades, and we have Seven of Blades. So you guys that are looking to make changes, here's your answers with all of the cards of the blades. And you know, big changes are coming, and you know, just what you guys asked for. We pray that they are in a positive movement and that things develop positively as things begin to be cut away and a path begins to emerge for you. So I pray that that goes well. And here's the Ten of Swords. So I know that there's a lot of nice things on the horizon for all of us, and I just pray that, you know, that we stay on tracks in line so that we can receive them, because it's not that they don't come. Sometimes is that we diverge from the path and we miss them. That's just like, you know, being on the main street waiting for the bus, and then we happen to take a side street, the bus doesn't go there, we missed the bus. So it's not that the bus didn't come, it's just the fact that we diverged off of our path, and that's how we missed the blessing of the bus. So now we have to walk to wherever we're going. So I also want to touch on relationships and see what's going on with that. So the Four of Coins comes up, you know, which is a lot of energy, a lot of emotions. Suspension comes, the suspension card comes up. So right now in relationships, as far as the cards are saying, is that there's a lot of energy around the suspension. Like there's a lot of mystery. You don't know what's next, what's really going on. Here is the Papa Staff card. You know, the man, you see, there's a face here in this card. It's like, who is this person? Like, whatever is going on with him, it's like, who is he? He's one person and then he's another person. And that tends to happen sometimes. And, you know, but the fact is that we're in limbo. Here's the Ten of Coins and the Ace of Swords and the Three of Coins. So as far as the Ten of Coins is concerned, it's like there's a lot of positive things that can come out of the relationship if we sit and wait it out. And the Ace of Swords is just like, you know, there's a lot of love there. There definitely is a lot of love. And here's the Three of Coins. So we have to decide, because when we see our Three of Coins, you know, we have to decide. And you see, these are two parties holding up these three coins. So, but they're doing so in union. You know, one side is not tilted. I'm like, you know, one side, the coins are not falling out, basically. That's what I'm saying. So I know things will go well in the relationship or the friendship if you guys decide. Here's the Queen Mother. You know, and when the Queen Mother card comes out, you know, it's everything that comes with the name Queen Mother. You know, we have to embody this energy. We have to be, you know, the queens that we are, or the kings that that you guys are, and we have to be well no matter what happens. But things appear, you know, according to the cards, that things will be well. And you see, she's at peace. Her crown is not falling off. Her flower cape is definitely not rotted or anything like that. So things are well. And the next thing that I want to talk about is maybe you guys could give me suggestions for the next time. But I'm just going to pull and see what these cards are talking about. The Hermit and the Five of Blades in the Justice card. So The Hermit, when I see these three cards, the Justice card, the Hermit card, and the Five of Blades, this tells me that we've been waiting already for an answer. We're waiting already. We're waiting for an answer for something. That's this Five of Blades. We've been waiting quite some time. The Hermit, the answer has yet to emerge. But we're waiting so that we can receive the justification or the answer that we need to go on to our next step. You see the Tower. We're waiting. We're waiting for the outcome from this to help us decide which lane we're going to go into. And I know that rings true for myself. My goodness. And here's the Chief card. Grace. Look at Grace. Yeah. So when we have the Chief card, it's like, why isn't this happening already? And, I hear this from myself too. Here's the Two of Blades. It's like when you only have two blades trying to cut away at a big problem, it just doesn't happen as quick as you want it to happen. You see? Here's the little blade. It's just not happening. But I'm hoping, let's talk about future endeavors. Here's the Papa Gourd. So this is, future endeavors. And let's see what they have to say for these future endeavors. The first card is the Young Coin. So when this card comes up, we have to remember to be mature in our thoughts and mature in our ways, for our future endeavors. Because to get something different, we have to do things differently. And we have to remember, you see, the Young Gourd. So, this is talking about young mentality, young energy. We have to think differently, and we have to do differently in order to get to greatness. You see, here's the Conjurer. Like, we have to change things. The Conjurer, I know it's like, witchcraft, black magic, whatever, but that's not what I read from this card at the moment. What I'm reading is that we have to change. The Conjurer changes things, and we have to change our ways. We have to change those things about ourselves, you see? Temptation. We're going to be so tempted to go back to our comfort zone of what we knew and how we used to get things done. But I'm here to tell you that they are not going to help us be great. Those old ways do not help us to be great, you see? We have to just hold on, have the strength. Here's the Strength card. She's one of my favorite cards. Just beautiful. But we have to have the strength to persevere despite, change is not easy and it's definitely scary. You see the Seven of Gourds, but things will line up. The things that we're going to have going on, they're going to start to fall into line. And, we just have to have the strength to move forward and to resist temptation. We just, we have to. Because here's the Sun. Bright days are definitely ahead, despite us not believing, but they are definitely ahead. And here's the Moon. You see, so we can be certain, just as the moon and the sun rise. Let me show you their cards. They're neat too. Just as the moon sets and the sun rises and sets, we can be certain. The cards are telling us that to have faith and know for certainty that things are going to be okay. They definitely are. And here's the Judgment card and the Three of Gourds. Here's the Judgment card, and here's the Three of Gourds card. We're going to be able to, excuse me, we are going to be able to make the correct decision, because that's what the Three of Gourds tells us. And for Judgment, we're definitely going to be able to make the right decision as to which way we should be going. Here's the Three of Blades. So I'm getting threes, you see? Where it's like, wait and hear. You're going to get the message, as to what direction you should go into. Just wait for the message to come, for the sign to come. Here's the Nine of Blades, which is also, a multiple of 3. So this is messages, again, like I said. Just wait, because they're going to come and they're going to tell you which way you should be going. Here's the Ten of Blades. Like, things are going to start being carved away if we can just hold tight, and if we can just persevere through the tough times of putting in the extra work and doing things differently. We will definitely come out on top. Here is the Ace of Coins card. Let me show you the Ace of Coins. Here's the Ace of Coins card. We're definitely going to come out on top if we can only persevere through the tough times. Here's the Young Blade, right? Remember that young energy, we cannot revert back to that because we're just not going to get anywhere. Here's the Mama Staff card. Like, we're on to bigger and better things. Like, whether you believe it or not, or know it or not, like, you're on to bigger and better things. Don't worry about what was gone, you see, or what was taken. The Nine of Swords, you see? Things are pouring out. A lot of things may have been taken, and that's fine. It could be your love life, your work, your tangible items, your sanity. It could be anything. A lot of things were taken, but just trust and believe that you will get these things back. Here is the Wheel of Fortune card. You will get the things back and more than what you had. Because here's the Two of Swords card. And they're stacked on top, one on top of the other. And one is flowing into the other. So the blessings from one is flowing into the other. So like I said, you have to believe. Here's the Papa Blade. You have to believe, and you have to sometimes boss up and make moves and decisions as such. Like, we cannot carry those young energies with us. We have to, you see, for the Five of Coins, we have to think about the greater good and the long-term results of our thoughts and actions, and in order to get here. The idea is to just be well. Money, they say money doesn't buy happiness, but shit, when you don't have it, you're definitely sometimes miserable because, you have bills and stuff you have to pay. Here's the little staff. Like, don't let the little things get in the way or the little things deter you from moving forward and being great. Here's the little gourds. So these are a reminder of the problems, right, that are gonna come our way, but they will be small in comparison to where we're headed. Here's the Lovers. Like, you have to love what you're going to do. Like, you have to love it. You have to love it enough to persevere through the fire to come out on the other side. Here's the little coin. Like, don't worry about the lack of, or what you do or don't have at the moment, because it's only temporary. And I know it's easier said, it's only temporary. But the Seven of Staffs shows us that what you're going to have is going to be greater than what you lost or what you have at the moment. So we are down to our last few cards, and I really just want to pray with you guys and hope that that this message resonates with you guys and it reads well for you all, and that you find guidance in these cards. So we're down to our last 5 cards, and I would just like to do pick a card real quick. Let me just move these to the side. So I'm just gonna do 3 cards, and I'm not gonna do the explanations with them, but I'm just gonna do 3 cards, And then I'm going to close with the last two. It should be three. But let me just pull one from in here. Now, I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to pull it so that it could be three. So, this is, if you have a question in your mind, let's just think about the question. If it's yes, no, or just hold on, just wait, have patience. That's what we're going to go with. Yes or no. And this is not a maybe. This is hold on, have patience. So, whatever your question is, let's go and see what the yes card is. The yes card is the Six of Staffs. And the yes card tells us that, let me show you the Six of Staffs. And the yes card tells us that more things are coming. So I'm gathering you're wondering if you should let go of a few things or let go. Should I sell this? Because you don't really know if you're going to get it back. But the Six of Staffs tells us that there is. The No card tells us the Two of Coins, and it appears it's like a loss of money. The Two of Coins, small money, loss of money. And then the Have Patience card is the Five of Gourds. Something else is going to come up. You see the hand? Excuse me. You see the hand with the fingers cut off? So wait. You don't want your fingers cut off, right? So wait. And those are our yes, no's, and patience card. This is why you should have patience. And, for our week, we just want to, here's our three cards. The universe. The universe loves us. The universe knows, what we need. Olodumare knows, what we need, what's best for us. We just have to, you see, this is the Eight of Blades. The eight is a good number. Those who work with the number 8, understand the energy surrounding that and surrounding that number. And it's a lot of peace and a lot of calmness and coolness and wisdom and knowledge around, the 8 card. And the blade, the blade and the 8, they also work well together, because here's the Chief card. That was our mystery card. So, yeah, these are the closing cards. The universe, trust in the universe. It knows what you need. It knows what we all need. And have faith. And that is all. Let me turn this up. As always, thank you for joining me. Stay tuned. I'm getting ready to do my Spirit Chronicles. And I want to just touch base on Cassie and P. Diddy and just look at their situation spiritually. Thank you for joining, and I appreciate any and all feedback.